This is gone. All right, we're about to make a Deshler. I think I'm an Anglophile. So this right here, God Save the Queen, was Queen Elizabeth's favorite spirit. She loved Dubonnet. There's a beautiful cocktail called the Deshler. This version of Dubonnet is not available anymore. This is the new label, but the old version. They're making a new one now that's from Kentucky. I don't understand it, but that's fine. You gotta make your money, get it how you live. So start with our smallest, cheapest, drop in the thing ingredient first. So 1/4 ounce. Combier, the OG white Curacao. 1 ounce Dubonnet. 2 ounces rye whiskey. Finish with 2 dashes Peychaud bitters. 1, 2. All right, so y'all, we about to have a real moment. My ice is getting wet, and this is important because shitty wet ice can mess a cocktail up, but your ice gonna get wet. If you do this job, your ice is gonna get wet. So what happens when your ice gets wet? You stir this for a lot less time, or sometimes you don't stir at all. When your ice is wet like this, you throw that bad boy in here. Why did you tell me I didn't have a spoon? You throw that bad boy right in there, and you find something reasonable to stir with, and you just, do, and then add a little more ice. And then get that bad boy up out of there. You understand me? Get her out. Let's get a nice swath of orange. I never get tired of saying that word. Swath. Bam. Ooh, yes, Lord. Just gonna. Yeah. Wow. Great springtime Manhattan alternative because the notes are just all brighter. You get the anise from the Peychaud, that orange note is ripping through, cinnamon and pepper from the old Overholt, which to me this is the standard bearer of rye whiskey. This bad boy right here comes in at 86 proof, made in Pennsylvania. Bill Overholt was in Boardwalk Empire, and that makes me happy. Shout out to Pennsylvania and Maryland. Y'all did the damn thing when it came to the rye. And there's also, now, what's the difference between these two? Does anybody know? 86, 114. Same spirit, but the proof is different, which means the water content is different, which means this bad boy is stronger. Is it gonna make a better cocktail like this when they're using something delicate? Let's see. I tell you what it will do. It'll confuse your staff when you tell them you can't look at the brand name. You have to look at the brand name and then what's under the brand name. Because when you pour this for this, the cocktails don't taste the same, and the person that buys the alcohol and has to have their costs in lines is pissed. But I digress. Let's see. Woo! That's hot fire. 2, 1, quarter. I love myself. There we go. 2 dashes of the Peychaud. Although this vessel is much different, I'm sure we can get the job done. All right, let's do the whole thing completely. Let's see. You can see the difference in the color already. Huh. So there's a place for the 114. The 86 is a little more, even though this is a stirred cocktail, it's quite refreshing. This is bone dry and has kind of harder edges to it. I think the lower proof version wins here. So I just did a trial like this with bourbon and the opposite happened. And I love the fact that when we are using classic recipes, when we're using these classic ingredients, the smallest tweak can change everything. There's so much to be discovered by changing the proof. So much to be discovered by changing from cubed ice to crushed ice to served up, adding mint, muddling instead of adding juice, switching up the brands just a little bit, I feel myself so lucky to be able to be in a world where we get to, on the fly, create beauty, create alchemy, and make cocktails that have such provenance and history. This right here is at least 100, at least 90. Henry Macalone, I think. Henry Macalone is responsible for this cocktail. Y'all tell me in the comments if I'm not right. And his book came out in 1940. But this cocktail, oh, and it's beautiful, and it's new right here. And I can make the best versions, the most legendary cocktails with just a few measurements and a little bit of understanding. There are many things that connect people. I treat cocktails as my social currency, and I invest in people with cocktail information. And the payoff comes when they go to a bar, when they go to a liquor store, and they're able to make a more informed choice. My entire obsession is cocktails that matter, and the people that care keep this thing going. Every single day in your life, drink something that somebody else paid for. Eat something that somebody mama made. Listen to something made by the Wu-Tang Clan that was released from the years 1994 to 2003, and think about somebody other than your damn self. If you do that, you're going to have a beautiful day, week, month, and life. Thank you for being a part of this community. Cheers.